Hello, and welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel 2 in Ruhr. Last time there was the oh so sneaky, oh, she was dressed as a sister.
Well then, off we go.
Dare I ask if
Angelica.
you intend to travel dressed like that?
Naturally, I'm as loved as Adios herself
Is this
around
really
these
her?
parts.
Yeah, Angelica was dressed as a sister. It was very sneaky and unsubtle. I thought I wasn't allowed to go here. That's weird. Because I thought the guard was saying you couldn't walk through here. Never would have expected to see a highway with such tight security. Not that surprising when you consider where it leads. The last thing Father wants is trouble on his doorstep. My supporters and my intended gathering point is this way. Mind if we stop by on our way to the barrier? Sounds like a good idea to me. We might as well know where we need to be. Never hurts to scout. We'll have to be careful. The road ahead might have a lot of eyes, and we really don't want to get caught, so we should totally take off the habit, I think is what they're called, that sisters wear on their heads. Definitely take that off so that you're recognizable. Yeah, like, aesthetically I prefer her not wearing it, but it's kind of dumb. No one gets through without a permit. Are they saying no one gets through the barrier without a permit? Which you seem to have. Okay. So yeah. No one gets through, but we have a permit. But they didn't actually check the permit if you don't talk to the guy. It should have had a cutscene of talking to the guy and him saying, "Do you have a permit?"
Here I go.
What am I doing? I guess I'm seeing what her crafts are like. Laser bullet? It's not a bullet. It's a projectile. And like,
Right.
oh, what am I doing?
Sorry, would you mind? I'll take it from here.
And I guess bullets don't need to be from guns necessarily, but just feels weird
My turn.
that the kick
Time to
is being called a bullet.
Just sweet dreams, but
Wait, what? What a weird
They
stance.
won't even know what hit. Just watch.
I assume she's not an arts user. This is a single target 90% feint.
How about this?
Big hit.
They're off balance.
And it
Opening.
absolutely launches
My turn.
them. That's cool.
Of course. Leave this to me.
Here I go.
I need to swap my setup though.
Onward.
She's definitely an arts
It's my
user,
turn. Time to
My turn. Okay.
so I think swapping Laura for one of them is better. Actually, probably better to have Eustace than... I just like keeping it in a specific order. Reen, because he's the default. Emma, or offensive arts user, supportive unit, and generic craft user. It means absolutely nothing because the order doesn't matter, but... Sophie's basically going to do nothing. Laura is... I think both of them are kind of relegated out until Angelica leaves the party. Whereas Alyssa and Eustace can swap depending on if I need buffs or if I need like offensive buffs or defensive buffs. And the issue with this game is offensive buffs are going to be better a lot of the time. Especially when the offensive buffs include speed. Because if you're faster than the opponent, you just kind of inherently get hit less though.
They won't even time to shine.
My turn.
I kind of want to turn down the music
handle
volume. Just sounds kind of
It's my turn.
out of place.
Just,
My turn.
of course.
My
Here I go.
Here I go. That's that. I did it.
a matter.
Her punching's really loud. Just yelling every time. I guess, though,
Turn. Ha! Ha!
I've just gotten used to
Very well.
Reen's,
Just watch.
to tuning out Reen going, ha ha.
Time to shine.
Here I go.
So I think it's less a case of
Very well. Now,
Here I go.
hers being louder, so much as
Here I go.
I have just completely tuned out Reen already. Reen's shouting has been easy to tune out. Because it's been like 2 games of the same sound.
They won't time to shine.
Blue horn. I don't know. Like, the horns are blue, but they're like almost as purple as they are blue.
Balance. Let's.
Here I go.
very well.
It's my turn.
My turn.
I'll.
Here I.
My turn. That's that.
I spy with my little eye the goods.
I don't need to fight the snake.
Here I go.
I will fight it if they run into me like that, but
You're off balance.
Here I go.
I'll handle this.
I should just use this to build up craft points, actually.
Here I go.
My turn.
What?
Just.
Just hope they don't die.
Just. Okay.
It's just a lot of flashing lights, huh? It seems weird. This little stories can be odd. So I need to clear this, explore for a while. And apparently you get 2 points for going to the Schwarz, the barrier, for some reason, despite the fact that I'm pretty sure we were explicitly requested to go.
They won't even time to shine.
The explicit goal of this was exploring
Let's move.
the iron mine. Yet for some reason there,
I'll handle this.
that's
our
not the
Of
first
course.
plan, and you actually get points for ignoring the intended
go.
path.
Here I go.
It's a pretty good combo.
My turn. This is it. A decent performance.
Dark matter with a AoE craft follow-up is kind of good.
This is where I'll be meeting up with my supporters from the
It
army.
does seem like a good spot. You can't see it from the highway.
Yeah, but if they're kind of suspicious, they wouldn't just... I guess if... They would check it occasionally. Like, they wouldn't leave it empty for a long time. They'd be like, hey, this is a good place for people to hide, so we better patrol it regularly. But they won't, because why would they?
Oh, isn't this a pleasant surprise?
Let's get this.
Just watch. They're off balance.
I should have
Let's move.
used the other one.
Now's our
I'll.
It's my.
Let's move. Okay.
Everyone's at
treasure
full
chest
craft
close by.
points. Oh, goodness.
We'll have to fight. Time to shine.
Okay, these are a new enemy type. Those are not.
It's my turn.
I've realized just now that as I'm playing this game and Elden Ring at the same
Here I go.
time, I'm only now recognizing part of the reason
Now's
why
our chance.
My turn.
Elden Ring's press Y to
Now's our
interact
chance.
with
Don't let it.
stuff is so odd feeling.
Thanks.
And this game is also press
Time to
A
shine.
to interact.
They're off
So like
balance.
other Dark Souls games
Here I go.
had the same press A. But then this game also is press
Now's our
A.
chance.
And so there's an overlap.
Here I go.
And that overlap is confusing. Okay. I want to just see the stat of the Hydra. Good, it is weak to water because it would be weak to cold because it's a lizard. There or here? That Hydra's gonna move, and I'd rather make sure I hit the Hydra. But the Hydra's not gonna move, so I'll aim here.
Activate.
I'll handle this. Now's
Here I go. Now!
And the Hydras are dead because they're weak anyway.
They're off balance. Be gone.
Crit, and they're dead.
Great.
I feel stronger than ever.
Serene Blessing 2 heals 80% HP, that's pretty good. 50 CP, cures KO and ailments. That is, I think, definitely a lot better.
Thank goodness.
Success.
Because the cure KO and 80% heal is very good. Ooh, Ares, what does that do? I assume it's an art-based one. Recover HP through offensive arts. Recover EP through offensive arts. It's already level 4? I've been using Megalith all game and it's not level 4 yet. Well, all game since I got it. EP through offensive arts, 1.5%. If that scales up to 2, if it goes to at least 2%, if an art hits for 10k, that'd be 200 EP returned? That would be pretty good for like boss fights, where you don't need to worry about, so you wouldn't have to worry about sustaining EP and you can just use your strongest art repeatedly. Because if she just uses Crystal Flood, 144, if the total damage it deals is 10k, it would restore 200, and it would be sustainable. Is it better than a chance to crit, though? Probably not. Wait, what? Criminal's 3.6k to level 4. Megalith is 5k to level 4. Have I not? I thought I'd been using Megalith for longer, but I guess not. But I think I'll consider leveling. I will consider leveling up Ares eventually, but I don't need to worry about that until later because it's already level 4. I have other things that I want to level 4. And I think end game, which is the only point I would use it, near the end of the game, I will probably have enough leeway for leveling one other one up, so
let's get this.
Here I go.
it shouldn't be an issue to leave it to level later.
They're off balance.
Here I go.
I'll.
It's my.
Let's move.
Very well. Now.
Oops, wrong one.
Here I go.
Just button
Okay.
mashing too much.
It's my. Here I.
My. That's that.
I hate this enemy type. I think they have some insta-death type attacks.
Time to shine.
I might be wrong though.
Okay.
Let's move.
But anything with insta-death is
Very well.
annoying.
Now.
It's my turn.
I still haven't scanned Fate Spinners in this specific
My
game.
turn. Thanks.
Time to shine.
I'd rather get these two.
Here I go.
I'll.
Here I go.
Time. Sweet
did
dreams.
it.
I feel.
Very little interaction. The amount of experience I'm getting suggests that I'm underleveled. Like, I shouldn't be underleveled because
Watch. Okay.
how would I be underleveled? I haven't grinded anything, but that's it. I haven't been
I'll handle this.
avoiding fights
It's my turn.
excessively, so I shouldn't be
Here I
underleveled.
go.
I'll.
Just. Of course. Just. Sweet dreams.
Done.
Though it could be the usual sort of, they want you to be X level at a little bit later in the game, so they just make it
Always
really
happy
quick
to lay my
leveling.
hands on another chest.
Oh, that's creepy. That's a creepy line. Like, some characters it wouldn't be creepy, but with who she is, that's very creepy.
Time.
Let's move.
Of course.
I've already scanned both of these.
My turn.
Here I go.
That's just... I mean, it fits with the anime, but the creepy line. It's a joke, but... And it fits the character being a creep. Sort of a creep, but...
We have. Here I go. They're off balance.
Here I go.
Very,
Used over 500 follow-up attacks in battle.
very. This is
Time to. Okay.
How would you use more
Just
any follow-up
sweet
attacks outside of battle? I'm pretty sure I can't do this one. I think it needs a bunch of characters that I didn't bring. Elliot, Milliam, and Sarah, none of which I brought. Have you heard Elliot's father published a best-selling book on the Imperial forces? They don't call him Craig the Red for nothing. Ha, ha, ha. I did kind of miss chest messages, though. So those ones when you don't have the required people are pretty good. I enjoy it. I'm very happy it exists. Oh, shoot. Okay, third area has a fishing spot somewhere. I can't get to the shrine yet, I think. I'll go there, but
They won't. Here I go.
just attack.
Here I go.
I'll handle this.
Of course.
Oops, wrong one. Crystal Flood.
Just,
My
Very.
just. Of course. No.
way to show us how it's done.
You're too kind.
Yeah, the experience is very quick.
That's.
I think I'm gonna start avoiding enemies a bit. Just for the fact that I don't really need to fight every single one. There's a chest there. And at the far end there is a... That's where the fishing spot is, way at the end on the left.
Take care around that one.
I think the introduction of those, like, random dialogue
Oh, isn't this a pleasant
pieces are
There's a treasure
weird.
chest here.
It's a weird addition in my opinion. I don't think it benefits the game much. New fish? Ah. A beta fish variant.
Whoa, this is a big one.
Gladiator. They have fighter, they have gladiator. Do they have warrior? Those three are the different beta fish so far. At least I assume they're beta fish. So yeah, fishing. Silver earrings. Interesting. See, there's a bunch of stuff that I can't do here that I'll have to come back for later. But the only thing left to do is go to the barrier,
Not bad.
and then I'll be done with this sidetracking. Then I can go to the iron mine. It's also possible that I don't have to go here before going to the iron mine. I'm not sure.
This could be tough. Bring it on.
But there's points for going to the barrier. And if it's bonus points that you're not guaranteed to get, it implies you could miss it.
So, I'm gonna put my veil back on.
Just say the spikes above the water don't actually go into the water is what it looks like. Which raises a question as to what the point is. Wow, the Schwarzenrock barrier is so imposing. She didn't put her veil back on though. It's also not a veil, I'm pretty sure. It's quite the contrast to the elegance of the Twin Dragons Bridge, and the bridge nature of the Twin Dragons Bridge. I've heard much of it from my father, but seeing it in person is much more impressive. Well, Marquis Rogner's always been something of an aggressive hardliner. That probably has an influence on his provincial army and the architecture, too. Haha, you know him well. This is what Father's using as his base of operations, too. Which means this is where we'll be settling things in a few more hours. Magic. Now, shall we begin our investigation? You really are scarily good at acting all innocent, Angelica. Let's just be careful not to draw suspicion to ourselves, like having the daughter of the Rhineford family not hide herself at all. Because there's no way Alyssa would be recognizable. No. It would be impossible. Why would anyone that lives here recognize the daughter of the most influential family? It wouldn't make sense if they recognized her. What a big empty field of nothing. It's her. Welcome. Huh, you guys are an odd bunch, aren't you? Well, not as odd as that other customer over there. But I don't think I've ever seen anyone that odd. Haha. Pretty famous owner, never met a soldier who didn't know her. Her husband was supposedly a confidant of Marquis Rogner's, and that's why everyone knows her name. He's passed away now, but the soldiers still hold her in very high regard even now. Worth talking to her. My. We don't get too many customers these days. Welcome to the Schwarzstrock Barrier. You'd best be careful around here, though. The Nordshire Provincial Army has more than its share of feisty soldiers in it. If you find yourself in trouble, though, don't think twice about giving me a call. I'll do what I can to talk them down. The ears always look weird, because from straight on, the ears look very pointy, but then you get an angle and it looks fairly normal. Wait. Okay. Authorized personnel only. Can I talk to her from across the table? No, I can't. Oh, my wonderful Vincent. How many more cold nights must I endure without you to keep me warm? But Margarita, is that you? Reen, Class 7. Are you all here to see me? How sweet. This is the last place I'd expect to find a student, that's for sure. It's nice to see that you're well, Margarita. And yes, it was definitely worth taking a massive detour to find out if one of your schoolmates was well or not. Speaking of, what are you doing here? I'd heard that most of the upper class students stayed at the academy. Did you decide against joining them or something? Well, I stayed at the academy for a while. My family sent someone to pick me up and take me home before too long, though. Then I snuck off on the way back, and here I am. And you thought that was a good idea because... Silly Reen. Surely you don't have to ask. Because the love of my life, Vincent, is still at the academy. I couldn't bear to be separated from him for a single moment longer than I must. Haha. Vincent Florald, huh? Haven't heard that name for a while. For like 2 months. It's been 2 months since you were at school, more or less. Maybe 3. He's a hard guy to forget, though. I'll give you that. I'll say that. I'll say. Then again, I only know him as Ferris's older brother. He's held in high esteem among the second years, too. I thought they kind of were like, he's kind of self-serious. Like, they were aware that, like, when doing festival prep, he didn't do anything, and people called him on that, but whatever. You're so devoted, Margarita. Love truly works in mysterious ways. One good weirdo deserves another. 2 star-crossed lovers separated by war. It's a tragedy for the ages. Though I have been trying to return to the academy ever since, unfortunately, I've now ended up stuck here. There's not much we can do to help you out right now, but we are planning on taking the academy back from the Alliance. So stay safe. Hopefully we'll get that done sooner rather than later. There's every chance this area could end up a battleground at some point, so just take care of yourself, got it? Oh, there's no need to worry about me. No war, catastrophe, man, or beast will stop me from reuniting with my future husband. That's encouraging, I guess. I mean, it's kind of grim, but I really hope we find him. He learns that she's on the boat, and he's like, nope, no thank you.
All right, let's go back and head for the mine.
Do you mind if we stock up in Ruhr first?
Oh, could I? Oh, I can't even ride a horse. Why not let me ride a horse? Why not let me bring a horse on the boat? I know why I can't apparate a horse, but like... Horses might not love boats, but... I just think the gameplay should trump the story in this scenario where you have to run all the way back for no real reason. They could even just teleport you back and it wouldn't be that weird. Ruhr is a weird design for a city. Like the huge walls all around it kind of feel disconnected. I caught the fish. I talked to Margarita. I'm back in Ruhr. It's time to go to the mountain path. I also want to check something. Yeah. So I have fish number 15 here. And 17. And next I'm going to get 16. The order is very odd. It does clearly indicate that going that way first is not the designed route. Right. This path leads us up to the mine. Brings back memories of how we fought Crow. Yeah. But we don't have time to think about that right now. Let's keep moving. You're right. Stay alert for monsters, guys. I don't know. I still wish they would just abandon caring about Crow already.
Let's get this over.
Here I go. Okay.
Let's move.
Because it just...
Now's our chance.
I meant to
Very
burst
well.
there.
It's my turn. Time to shut.
Here I go.
Very well.
Come on.
Okay.
It's my turn.
Here I go.
My turn.
Quick, easy. Scanning enemies. Tiara bomb? Tiara bomb? Oh, these like
Bring it on.
Time to shine.
cryons.
They're off balance.
My turn.
I like the repeated use of mobs.
Very
It's
well.
actually kind of fun.
Here I go.
Just
Some of them are really boring though. And I wish they didn't get reused. Like cryon bits, I don't think they deserve to be reused. They're just not very interesting. They're just bits of ice that float. I don't know. It's, I guess, like,
time to shine.
there's a certain... Actually, I should see what her, Dragon Kick does. Ooh, it's such a small AoE. I guess I'll see what it does, though.
I'm not holding back this time.
Oh, wait.
Wrap this up.
I've definitely seen this before, haven't I?
Dragon kick.
And if I haven't, then it's just super generic. It's
I'll
pretty
handle
hard.
this. Now.
Let's move.
It's my turn.
Let's move.
My.
I'll handle. What a waste of our time.
Okay, do I want to explore this? Yes, I do. I don't think this path was
Let's not
explorable
overestimate
previously.
ourselves.
Time to just watch.
Oh, not dancing owls. One of the most annoying enemy types, honestly.
chance.
My
Because they inflict sleep,
Now,
Of course.
and that sleep infliction is really annoying.
Here I go.
Okay. Of course.
my turn. This is it.
Just,
My turn. Now's our.
just.
At least it died before it could inflict sleep and
It's
stuff.
my turn. Here's our chance.
Way to show us how it's.
Criminal level 4.
You're too kind.
They get Flare Bomb, which should be better than Volcanic Rain. 70% chance to crit for like 1.5x damage.
I feel stronger than ever.
Success.
I don't know what the third effect is, because the third effect could be restore EP on crit or something. Which I think is going to be 90% crit at max level. Which is pretty good.
Treasure chest is absolute.
Very well.
Though-
I will serve as your opponent.
Here I go.
90%. Oh, wait, I've already scanned everything, right?
Too slow. Let's move. Now's our chance.
I should have
turn.
bursted there.
Now's our.
I'm gonna get hit by an art for sure. Or it's gonna not use the 0 art turn.
Of course.
Lost Eden is very slow to cast. Those are weak to fire. They're also weak to fire for some reason. This will hopefully work.
Just watch.
Can I move in front? I think that's enough to keep Reen alive.
Here I go.
Especially with True Arc Slash just hitting everything. Except the counters. But they should kill them all. Ooh, 30,000 on individual hits there.
Just watch. Sweet dreams.
I did it.
Restoring 2% of 30,000 would be pretty good.
I'm so glad.
Not bad.
Suzaku. That's probably good. It's a fire. Attacks and crafts cause seal or burn. Not amazing, actually. I'm not equipping anything on her because... I mean, they would give me back the stuff when she leaves, but I don't trust the game enough. Need to do something real quick. Apologies for the audio skipping a bit. But, so crafts are what I would want this on. Does he have anything that I could switch? I mean... 1k HP is pretty good, but, I mean, 25 strength and seal and burn? Way better. On a character that's entire job is spamming crafts? Though, actually. Once I get an attack 3, I guess Suzaku will go here and replace information. But for now, that's fine. Yeah, I should equip Quartz on Angelica, for sure. Okay, there's a chest there.
Let's get this over.
Just watch.
So these are scanned and scanned. I think I aim at the bomb spider.
My turn. Now,
Let's move.
Please apply a burn. Nice.
Now. This is our real power.
Megalith finally leveled. Impassion is good to have. I don't really need the experience. Less likely is nice. That's kind of... It is a... I think it's a bad Master Quartz at this point. Like... The only reason to use it is for the eventual level 5 regenning HP, EP, and craft points. but it's so far away.
Here I go.
It's probably not worth having equipped for the whole game, is what I'm thinking.
My turn.
It's my time to
But
shine.
Very well.
I'm not playing on Nightmare.
Here I go. Here I go. I live life. That's about right.
Why? Like, why does she get a new S-Craft? Why not start her with this S-Craft? Like, there's no reason to have her unlock one after getting like 2 levels.
The treasure chest is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. Since I'm playing on hard and not Nightmare, having a pointless Master Quartz is not the end of the world.
Time to shine.
Dragon Kick 2. Oh, it's way bigger. It's actually usable now. Wait, is it ground targeted? It is. Was the previous one ground targeted and I ignored that? Wrong one.
Mike, now's our.
Of course.
Very.
Let's move.
Just
So I need her to build up her craft points more.
here I.
Very.
It's my. Just.
What? Here I
Kind of feel like I shouldn't
It's my.
have this terrible screen going like this. I should just skip it. 'Cause if I'm just gonna be mashing A through fights, I should just skip the fights.
This was a real hike
At
last
least we
time.
already know how to get there.
Kind of a weird zone. Just ignore the fight.
There's
Skip
a
fight.
treasure chest close by.
Dragon skin shoes? That's kind of messed up. There's a friendly dragon in Trails in the Sky. Trails Through the Sky? Why would you make shoes out of dragon skin? It's kind of cruel. Speed. She's already really slow. Guess I should heal him, huh? She has them already equipped. Wow. I bet. Yup. Because her gear is terrible. She still has a fiber jacket. Because this game, since you have the characters constantly, they show up eventually, that you don't get free equipment upgrades, it seems like in Cold Steel 1, where they would leave and they'd come back and you would automatically get gear improvements. So I didn't, in that game, didn't bother with equipment the entire game. And on hard,
Just.
you don't have to worry.
Okay.
Like the fact that nobody had any real equipment
Now's
equipped
our chance.
Very well.
was a non-issue.
What?
Here I go.
Here I go. Now.
I'll hit. This is it.
It's my turn.
If the free upgrades were good
I
enough.
live life my-
Mobius, that's good. So 1.8x and plus 4 range. Mobius is another one that's only good at level 4, level 5, but it's so good at level 5 in previous games at least.
There's
It wasn't
a treasure
even-
chest close by.
Time to shine.
Triple advantage from being attacked because of,
Here I go.
I'll
it's
hit.
so silly.
It's my. Just.
Here I go. That's that.
But in
I spy
Cold
with
Steel
my
1,
little eye the goods.
Cross Crusade, wonderful. In Cold Steel 1, Mobius didn't really do anything. Like, I had it equipped the entire game once I unlocked it. Barely made use of it.
Here I go.
It was just an...
Here I go.
On hard,
Here I go.
Cold Steel 1 was much easier
Very
than
well.
Here I.
uh,
Now.
the crossbow
Very
games on
Of
hard.
course. Just watch. I live life.
Which if I'm... As I play more of this game, I am strongly considering eventually doing like Cold Steel 3 or 4 on
perfect for
Nightmare. Because Trails in the Sky, not balanced around Nightmare. Nightmare was a tacked on addition. I don't know about the Crossbell arc, but these games were, I believe, designed with Nightmare in mind,
Not what I had in mind.
and it wasn't just tacked on after. So it is actually like playable on Nightmare. Not even on, it doesn't even require New Game Plus to be playable. But the issue with that is the combat is still like the low point of these games
Not what I had in mind.
a lot of the time. Because there's always one or two bosses in every game that just is a slog and isn't very fun. So
Not what I had in mind.
I'm strongly leaning towards playing on hard and not nightmare. I can't imagine playing these games easier than hard, though. I mean, I totally can because combat's not very fun, but
Here I go.
even on hard, the combat's straightforward enough that
Now's our chance.
playing it on
Don't let it pass.
normal or easy would feel a little bit too easy. Okay, Volcanic Flame Tongue actually hits quickly, but it doesn't hit all of them.
Arc,
My turn.
just
Here I go. Thanks.
Very well.
time.
Like,
Of course.
My.
I think the issue with combat in these games...
I've only
Ooh,
just begun.
True Earth Cleaver. It definitely used to do movement reduction. But I don't think it was 50%. It might have been, no. I don't think I can do the trial chest, but I will check. Triple
Time to
advantage. Dark Matter.
Let's move.
Dark Matter is my favorite art in this series.
It's safe.
Absolutely the best art. Elliot and Gaius. Hey. How can you tell that Gaius grew up in a pretty extreme environment? His whole family is intense. Wah 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 wah. Comedy. I kind of like it. I like bad puns. Which, I mean, bad puns and puns. What's the difference? But did I scam that guy correctly last time? I must have. Yeah, I like the puns. Because, like, puns, most of the time, if a pun is being made, it's self-aware. They know puns are bad. And that makes them kind of a shared experience of it's a bad joke. We finally made it. I haven't been here in a long time. I mean, it's been like a few months. That's not really that long. Everything seems to be operating normally enough, though. Well, all the miners are still working away in here. The only real difference is all the Jaegers running security, like I mentioned back at the diner. Yeah, they're gonna be trouble. Are you sure? Or maybe not. Their security looks pretty sparse from outside. I'm guessing most of them are focused on guarding the Eisengraph. That would make sense. And to get there, we'll need to head inside, take a left, and head on to the freight platforms. So, what do you say we get this party started? Any objections to running right in and punching our way through? None here. I honestly don't think a stealthy option would work here. Why? I don't see anywhere for us to actually hide. While the guns blazing approach isn't exactly one I'm fond of, it's the only thing I could see working here. Okay, let's go. But like, doesn't Emma have magic teleport powers? Like they could go from here, teleport on top of one of those buildings out of line of sight, hop down, go inside, instead of running from all the way out here. Because she was able to teleport from a moving ship to a moving ship. She should be able to teleport from a stationary location to a stationary location. But teleport magic is only when convenient. Civilians, what are you doing here? Wait, do I know you from somewhere? Well, regardless, this mine's kind of off limits. So scram before security spots you. Seriously, I'm saying this for your own good. I like this song. It's fun. It's a little overplayed. I kind of wish there was a little bit more variety, but it appropriately sets the tone. It's not overly dramatic. It's fairly relaxed. It's nice. Whoa, Lady Alyssa, is that you? Wow, only people that are good recognize Alyssa? Wow, it makes so much sense. What are you doing here? I mean, I'm so happy to see that you're safe, but I'm sorry, but there's no time to explain. Can you tell us what's going on inside? Well, the mine's guarded by Jaegers, and they're making regular patrols, but... Wait, are you seriously? Afraid so. You're going to want to stay as far away from the mines as you can. Well, alright, but be careful. What are these lines? Like, what are these lines? Like, normally, okay, this line would be the center of the road or whatever. It might make sense. But then there's two of them. And like, you could be like, oh, these are the edge of the road. But then why are they dashed? Why are they dashed lines instead of solid lines if that's supposed to be the edge of the driving section? And if that's the edge of the driving section, why is this so thin? This so much wider? Like, what are these lines supposed to be? Are they for like AI? Rudimentary. Like, oh, follow the yellow dashed lines to drive your load of ore. Follow the white dashed lines carrying people. Like, I don't know what's up with these lines. And I bet the people making it didn't really think much about it because it doesn't actually matter at all. And there's no white lines in here that were back there, like... And the white lines here are marking off zones.
Who are you?
You a sister from the church? This is the Ragnar family's territory. Leave at once.
It isn't, though. Even if they're keeping up, even if they've given up on keeping, like, up appearances, it's the Imperial family's territory. They should at least pretend it's the Imperial family's territory.
On the contrary, this mine is
There it
the
is.
property of the Arner family. That is how it has always been, and to pretend otherwise is an affront to none other than the Imperial family. Sounds like my uncle's getting a little too big for his britches.
What was that?
Wait, I recognize you.
But not Alyssa? Not the person who isn't disguising herself at all?
Too slow.
We're coming through here whether you like it or not.
Then why say it? Just do it.
Let's get this over with.
Here I go.
Dark matter.
My turn.
It would be so good to have this zero arts on Emma's turn.
I'll handle this.
Probably have to scan these guys, huh? They are both gun though, so I only need to scan once.
Of course.
What are they weak to? Neutral to everything? Why is Crystal Flood so slow? I guess it's only 3 more delay actually, it's barely slower. Hydro Cannon costs 88, Class S. Flame Tongue is Class S, can burn. I don't know which hits harder. Yggdrasil is a 15. Grand Press is also an S. I already have the movement reduced, so let's just Hydro Cannon, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Crit.
Now.
7,300.
Just watch.
Ha! Here I go.
Very well. Now,
It's my turn.
Game over.
Argus.
Here I go.
Let's move.
12,000 damage. Like, that EP restore would be so good if it goes to 2%. The issue is it would reduce damage, but... Trying to look, Angelica is level 90. Rena's already out-leveled Angelica because of the 1.4x multiplier. which is actually huge.
Did it!
I feel stronger.
Like 1.4x is a very large improvement. Increase, not improvement really. Ugh. Damn you. Now that I have a chance to look, their equipment looks familiar. I think they might be from that Nidhogg Corps we bumped into in Nord. They were fighting together with the Lamar Provincial Army at that point, weren't they? Yeah, I think it's clear they signed a contract with my family too. But whatever, we've taken care of them now, so let's keep going to the freight station. What's going on here? What's all the noise? Oh, it's good people, darn. Sir, you're all right. Well, if it isn't little Alyssa and her friends. And they start walking instead of going a little bit quicker. Lady Angelica, is that you? And why are those Jaegers on the ground? Did you do this? Haha, wish we could chat and catch up. But sorry, we're a little short on time. Just to confirm, it's true the Eisengraph is here, right? That's right. It's on one of the freight platforms, and it's heavily guarded. Wait, you're not planning on getting on it, are you? Steal a ship. Steal a ship. We are. We're going to rescue Mother. Please steal the ship, though. We can reach the platform through the door to our left. Let's go. Right. I want them to steal the ship. Will they let me run this way? They probably won't. They'll probably cut me off soon. But yeah, like the lines here make sense. They're fencing. They're marking off areas, and there's logic to that. There's like, okay, stop here, stop within these lines. The lines are evenly spaced with the yellow lines are well spaced here. But outside, it didn't seem to make any sense. Will they let me leave? I'm too obsessed. This is too oh darn. Like the lines out there didn't make sense. The lines in here all make sense. Except like the purpose of these lines is kind of silly, but wow, we've been here before. Well, actually we haven't, but we've been close to it. It's not a ship, it's a train, but kid, steal the train. Steal the train. I want to steal a train. There it is, the Eisengraph. Looking at it brings back memories of when we saw it passing on our way to Corellia Fortress. Mother's somewhere on that train, right? Supposedly. Ooh, that visual on the top left was kind of ish, as it was zooming in slowly. It sure sounds that way. Now we just need to find a way to get inside. Who are you? Where'd you come from? Ooh, not sword Jaegers. Have to scan them too. Not gonna be that easy, I guess. Heh, makes no difference. Anyone who gets in our way gets my fist in their face. Back me up, guys. Right. Damn kids. You'll regret thinking you were any match for us. I have to check something real quick. Okay, Laura and Fee are both at 200. Whichever one has Taurus equipped can make use of it. Oh, I'm so glad. They actually did just use the zone properly. It just looks very good. Okay, so these guys, sword, the guns are scanned already. That is disgustingly perfect. That's disgusting how it's just barely wider than the hallway. It's not a hallway, it's a bridge, but
I'll handle this.
like obviously it's planned, but
Now
Time to shine.
Eesh.
My turn.
Big hit.
Just watch.
You're going to punch,
Let's move.
and you're going to arc slash,
Just watch.
and you're gonna punch,
my turn.
and you're gonna buff,
Here I go.
and you're gonna kill everybody.
Time to shine.
Let's move.
Time to shine.
Let's move.
I just have to use it, you know? It doesn't use all the EP. There's something wrong with it. 43,000. Imagine healing 10% of that.
Curse you.
Imagine healing 40,000.
A matter.
Oh, imagine if that could overheal. if the Master Quartz that lets you heal from arts could overheal, it would be so overpowered. Ugh. You didn't come to take Arena Reinford from us, did you? Heh, what else would we be here for? And you're not going to stop us. Oh, yes I am. It's an emergency. Get that train out of here. Choo choo. No, it's moving. It's almost like that's what trains do. Come on, we're jumping on top of it. Right behind you. Except you're actually in front, so you really shouldn't wait, but... To the south we go. It's already that fast. That accelerated real quick. You don't really need to show the train pulling out of the station, like... Phew, that was a close one. No, at least we were able to make it inside. Somewhere in one of these carriages, Mother's waiting for us, probably. And it might just be a trap. Guess we'll just have to work our way through them one at a time. I can sense a lot of people up ahead. Stay alert. Car 1. Well, actually, it's car 6 currently. See, we just keep going all the way till car 5. There they are. Car 1, not car 5. Opposite. Should have known it'd be the kids who showed up in Nord. There's nowhere to run inside here. You'd better surrender if you know what's good for you. Heh, we could say exactly the same thing to you. Let's get them. Right.
This shouldn't just
I think they should ruin the upholstery. Blade Cougars need to be scanned. They do not need to be scanned. The other ones do not need to be.
My turn.
My turn.
It's my turn.
I didn't give her time to regen, huh?
Let's move.
Just what?
Probably should have, but...
I'll handle.
My turn.
Of course.
Oh wait, no, I had no time to give her time, so that's fine.
Here I go.
Of course. Here. Time.
My turn. Curse
My
you.
turn.
Time to. You're off.
Impossible.
That was a dazzling.
I'm success.
Yeah, lots of levels. Phew, I'm surprised that they even have military monsters in here. They might have been forced to pull out of the station on short notice, but their security arrangements are perfect. These Jaegers sure know their stuff, yet they lose to children. Makes a lot of sense. We'll have to advance cautiously. Who knows what else they might have in store for us. I don't know. If their prep was better, they would not lose to children.
Sorry. Here I go.
They're not children, they're young adults, but... yeah, just using art. They're not actually giving me
Arc is active.
My turn.
time to think about the fact that I don't want to waste time.
You're off balance. Now.
Here we go.
Time to shine.
Guess I just dark matter them.
Let's move.
I'll curse
It's
you.
my turn. Time to shine.
Here I go.
Ooh,
Here I go.
I need to actually heal people.
Here I go.
Oh,
Very well.
I'm getting body blocked. That's what's happening.
Here I go.
Just
Curse.
That's why I attack people with... I try to attack with Angelica and she does nothing because she's behind a bunch of other people. Oh wait, he doesn't have regen. Guess I'm AFKing for a second.
It looks entirely
All
custom
for the
made.
Chancellor himself.
Why would this not be custom made? It's a fancy, overpriced train. Like, why would you order it off the shelf? Also, like, how many non-custom made train things would exist in a world like this? Like, there can't be that many trains. I'll just be back when the regen's done. The sound will skip. So yeah, I felt like regenning all the EP to not have to worry about it.
Very well.
Of course.
And not, by not have to worry about it, I mean not have to think at all. Why am I using that? I should use like Flare Bomb.
Arcus,
Here I go.
okay.
Here I go.
They're staying at 200 craft points because they're hitting 4 every time,
My
so
turn.
I don't have to worry too much about that.
Now's our
The battle's over.
Quick, easy. Yeah, regen there. It was worth waiting though. How? How does someone come from behind us? Like, justify that.
Please.
Like, where do they come from? Above? They weren't on top before. How'd they show up behind us?
What? I'm sorry, everyone.
No problem.
I kind of just want to let the fight end and reset it, because it's just a bad start. It's not even worth trying to recover. They could recover, probably, but it's just not worth it.
Arcus,
This is nothing. Now,
I'm not going to use an S-craft here. Like,
Take this.
I'm sorry,
this is-
everyone.
I can do this.
how are they not killing her? What is this?
I can do this.
How did they kill everyone else near instantly, but she's unkillable? Like, what is this?
No. Oh no.
You know what?
Oh please.
She's boring. She doesn't need her craft. Wow. What an interesting encounter design. Incentivize using an S-craft. Using 2 S-crafts, whatever. I hate this game. I didn't even care to aim it properly.
sorry, everyone.
I will retry again because I messed up the S-craft, but... Like, this is trash encounter design.
Everyone.
I understand making it difficult, but from a gameplay perspective... The,
No problem.
what is her... Oh, because she has insight still. And they have 15 turns before she gets a single turn because I have Falco equipped on her.
I won't lose.
I'm just... It's trash encounter design because the solution to it is just S-break. Like, it's absolute garbage encounter design because that's the solution. Just use a bunch of S-breaks to kill everything instantly so you don't die. Except you can't kill them that quickly, but still. Like, it's garbage design for an encounter.
Here I go.
I can.
I'll.
It's my turn.
Let's move.
Like, it's really bad design. Okay, what is this camera?
Right.
I'll handle this.
It's my turn.
My turn.
Like, this is why I have no real... I have a lot less interest in even trying to do
I'll handle
nightmare difficulty in these series, because the encounters are either easy or incredibly lame. There's no real in-between.
Here I go.
Like, this is a lame encounter design. There's nothing appealing about it. Like, oh, the enemies get an ambush. Makes sense story-wise. I mean, it doesn't. There's no way they could have ambushed us. Like, sure, you get ambushed, they get an advantage.
Here I go.
But when the solution to that ambush scenario is spam S-craft to get yourself out of it, it's not fun gameplay.
Think I feel
Great.
Like, and that's the issue. Combat is not
Next carriage is the one.
appealingly designed in this series.
Probably.
Let's go inside.
And that's why I'm probably not going to do Nightmare, because the combat's just not fun. Because 8 enemies that each get a full turn, if not 2. Yeah, I think it's only 1 turn, just felt like 2 sets of turns each. But 8 enemies that all go before any of your people. And if you're unlucky, you just die if you don't S-break. It's not fun design. It fits the story, except in this scenario it doesn't, because How'd they sneak up behind us? We saw the top of the train. No one was there. We walked through the train to get here. We knocked out everyone on the way. How were there more? Doesn't make sense. Like, other than the fact that it made no sense. It's fine to make encounters with ambushes. It just doesn't play very fun.
Stop right there.
Mother!
Not even aiming the gun at her. What is this?
You certainly took your time, Elisa. I wasn't expecting you to do something as reckless as jumping on top of a moving train. But you reached me in the end, so I suppose you earn a passing grade from me this time.
Even when being held hostage, your mother doesn't miss a beat.
Maybe she isn't actually being held hostage. Maybe this was a setup.
Oh, we came all this way to save you, and that's all you have to say?
I'm not sure why I should have to thank you for doing something I never asked you to. I'm pleased to see you're in good health, however. You did well to reach me.
Yeah, the way she's speaking makes it seem like she set this all up.
Madam Chairman. I think that's enough idle chatter.
But I think it's just the choice of words being weird.
If you care for this woman, you'll throw down your weapons.
Except again, Reen could use his superpowers to go super fast and knock the gun out of his hands. He could literally stand in front of her because people can take multiple bullets and not die. None of it makes any sense.
Mother!
You sure that's okay? I can't imagine your client will want her injured.
Our client ordered us to apprehend her, nothing more. So long as we don't kill her, a few minor bumps and bruises aren't gonna land us in any trouble.
Which also means they're not going to kill her, which also removes some of the threat. Like, yes, it would hurt. But if they can't kill her, it's a lot less of a threat.
You son of a...
It's also bad writing that they're surprised.
You're all gonna be coming with me to Ruhr. Our client, the Alliance, has requested that we take you into custody as well. We'll arrive in Ruhr soon, so just...
True, we don't have long until we reach Ruhr. So I think the time for playing around has passed. Sharon, do it.
As you wish. Huh?
That doesn't make sense. They could have at least had a line from the thing around his hand.
That takes care of
Because,
that.
like, they only showed stuff wrapping around his hand and the gun, not pulling his arm up. They should have really had a line showing it being pulled.
How the...
Sharon?
But again, Reen has shown that he can go, like, supersonic speeds, at speeds that are even comparable, or somewhat, for him, impressive, for, like, a weakling, impressive to the divine blade of whatever his name is. He can move super fast. He didn't move super fast. The plot is dumb for not pulling it in.
It's wonderful to see you all again.
And it also shouldn't surprise them that she's able to move super fast if Reen can move super fast. Like,
It may have only been a few days since we last met, but I can scarcely stand to be parted from your side.
met is not the right word. Since we last saw each other. Because they last met maybe a few days, a week, a couple weeks before they last saw each other. They last saw each other a few days ago. But they met days before that.
Ow! Where did you come from? All entrances to this carriage were completely sealed.
Actually, I've been inside this train since long before it departed the station. I must admit, I did have some concerns once it started moving, however.
Why though?
I take it you've been trying to find a way to rescue the chairman all this time, too?
She could have done it by herself.
Which eventually led you to this train, where you hid yourself and waited for an opportunity to strike. An incredible maid for an incredible chairman, I suppose.
Unbelievable.
I was useless once again.
Regardless, I think we're almost there. The train will stop below the RF Corporate HQ, after which we will proceed to seize control of the building itself.
Isn't Rhineford easier to say than RF? So shouldn't they just say Rhineford Corporate HQ? instead of RF, corporate HQ. It's like how World Wide Web and WWW, like www, saying it out loud is not quicker than World Wide Web.
Sharon, I will leave the train's operation to you.
As you wish, Madam Chairman.
I like the foot dangling at the top of the screen. Kind of funny. They just neatly walk out. This is the Ranford Company's freight station? And there's no one here in case the train shows up. Yeah, it's directly connected to the railway tracks that run through the base of Ruhr City. Ordinarily, the lines used to transport refined steel and the like. Robots. Beep boop. Archaisms are here? I do remember some similar things being deployed in the mine earlier in the year. Still, they're the last thing I expected to find here and now. What the hell is wrong with my uncle? Take care of mother, Sharon. Of course, my lady.
Bring it on.
Just
I have to say, writing as always is kind of dumb. One XX type and Beep Seeker 3s, who are probably healers.
Let's move. My turn.
Or confusers. That's worse.
Thanks.
It's my turn.
Wow, that's a lot of delay. Let's hope it goes off.
Huh?
Let's move.
You know what? Linked. Just overdrive.
Overdrive. Now's our chance.
And just lost Eden this way. So the delay doesn't matter. Completely forgot about that.
Way to show us how it's done.
You're too kind.
Yeah, I think that was my issue with the idea of having one of those arts being offensive. You just can overdrive and kill everything. So this going to be 85% chance to prevent? 80%. Is it going to cap at 90? Because if it caps at 90, I kind of hate that. That's not good enough. Like, it is great, but... like, 80%, 90% is not as good as 100. Because 100% you can rely on. 90% you can't. The Tauros is good, though. 1.25x damage. 20% chance to death blow. Not the best, because it's totally useless against enemies that actually matter.
That should suffice.
Though I bet it stacks with Scud Wing. So both of them have a chance, so it's more likely to kill stuff instantly.
Success.
Still useless, though. Predictable music choice. I wish they had more options. Alright. Hey, foes of this caliber are no threat to us. And no one's injured, right? I can't believe he's got those things running around the building. It seems he's content to do whatever he so pleases at this point. I mean, let's be real. Having those running around in the cargo area when cargo is heavily managed makes sense. It's not even that weird. Content with whatever he pleases, you should take the emergency elevator and commence recovering control of the building. What will you do then? I can't imagine reaching the director will be as simple as strutting into my office. I'll start disabling the building's security so that there's nothing stopping us. Sharon, you will escort me. Gladly, Madam Chairman. Mother, it could be dangerous. There is no need to worry about us. I'm the chairman of the Rhineford Group. I'm simply going to fulfill my role. You should concentrate on fulfilling your own. I suppose you're right. Take care then. And when we're done here, I've got a lot to talk about. Please just yada yada the talk. I have no interest in seeing them talk about their familial relations. Both about the past and the future. Well now, I expect you to give your best. Farewell, late for now. I was thinking she was going to say farewell then. You okay, Alyssa? I'm fine, don't worry. All we've finished is the first part of our operation to liberate Ruhr. Except, you really, like, technically all you've done is save one person. So it's weird to say finished when it's the first part, and that first part isn't really much of a part. But we need to keep our guards up and keep going. I like the way you think. Next up's arresting that useless, sad excuse of an uncle. I'm counting on you guys. Right. Arresting feels weird. They have no legal basis to arrest anyone, because they're nobodies. They have nothing really backing them. They're students.
What? The Eisengraph was stolen?
How do they report this?
And Chairman Arena is coming this way? Catch her, now!
We tried to, but her maid keeps getting in our way. What should we do?
What else can we do? Increase security. Raise the alert level. No one is to get near this room. Have I made myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Ah, that accursed niece of mine. What does she think she's doing? Wait, were I to ask my brother to send reinforcements from the Schwarz-Drake barrier? Oh, they'll never make it in time. Damn it all. At this rate, it's only a matter of time
before someone from Ouroboros shows up and extends a hand to trick you.
No, I know what I can do.
Bomb the whole building? Just detonate something, destroy the entire building? It would fit. Wow, so fun. Well, okay. I was gonna say it looked like it was on the same level, but that was sort of an optical illusion. That it looked like it was, the rail was at the same level. Those are really wide tracks. Like, compared to any rail tracks I've seen in the real world, which aren't cargo tracks, but these seem really wide. It might be an issue of perspective. They might be the correct width. No. You couldn't tie a person across these. For scale, obviously you don't actually tie people on railways. Like, the common thing is that the person can extend across the rails, I thought. But this one's like twice the height of a person would have to be used to get the width. Or close to twice the height. The scale is never accurate in these games, so it's not important. It's not important even if it was accurate most of the time, but I like that the light is on. Why blue? Blue, green, red? Seems weird. Not like anything wrong with it, just seems weird. Yeah, here's the place to stop for today. Next time we'll continue into the Rhineford building and the liberation of Ruhr. It will probably be finished next time, because it doesn't look like there's too much more. So, that's the plan. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.